So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to cover today includes PS5's power being unleashed with a new game update, Callisto Protocol looks amazing, playing PlayStation 3 games on PlayStation 5 could improve a lot with this new thing, if it ever happens, and Sony is seemingly pushing expansion harder. First, yes or no, do you think a PlayStation showcase will still happen this year or not? We're at the end of September and nothing in terms of a showcase has happened yet. We've heard things possibly happening in October, but nothing concrete in terms of an actual showcase. I personally think one is still happening. There's a lot to show off, especially with PlayStation VR 2 set to arrive in early 2023. And where are those 2 live service titles Sony talked about earlier this year that was supposed to release before April 2023? There's also the matter of Spider-Man 2 gameplay that we need to see as well before next year. That's just how I personally see it. What about you? So comment below, yes or no, if you think a showcase is still happening this year or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Callisto Protocol looks amazing. So this one I kind of just wanted to mention here because I saw the recent trailer and I'm reminded how great this game looks. We don't really talk about Callisto Protocol here, but with my favorite time of the year, Halloween, literally starting tomorrow, I thought I'd mention it here. The game received a new trailer yesterday titled The Truth of Black Iron, and my goodness, does the trailer look good? It looks really good. The details on the characters, the environment, the atmosphere that's being built with this game. The story also looks to be intriguing as well. They even have Kimiko from The Boys here as well. I wasn't aware she was a part of this before this trailer. Maybe she was. I just didn't see it. You guys know I'm a fan of horror, so Callisto Protocol has been a day one title for me for some time now. I just wish, of course, it was releasing in October to be fully a part of that, Halloween vibe, but I'll take a December scare still. But that's really it. I just wanted to talk about this real quick, and if you're going to check out that new trailer, I definitely suggest watching it on a 4K TV, a big TV. Just sit down in front of that, maybe even put on your headset as well, because it was a pretty good trailer. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony seemingly pushing expansion much harder. So by year's end this year, we will see multiple PlayStation titles make their way to PC, including God of War, Uncharted, Legacy of Thieves, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Spider-Man Remastered, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. It seems Sony might be pushing this further with another new first-party title. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, the studio behind the PC version of God of War has said it's working with Sony on a flagship live service game. Vancouver, Canada-based Jetpack Interactive is also still working on the God of War series. It's claimed, perhaps suggesting that plans are in motion to bring the upcoming PlayStation sequel, God of War Ragnarok, to PC sooner rather than later. Jetpack, which bills itself as a small and nimble team, is currently looking to hire programmers for work on the upcoming live service game. We're excited to embark on a new live service title with Sony, and we're ready to launch, it said in a LinkedIn post this month. If you're an experienced game developer and want to join our team to ship a AAA title, reach out. Elsewhere, the studio said it's currently working directly with Sony to develop one of its flagship IPs within its much anticipated live services games portfolio. So in terms of God of War Ragnarok, that thing is going to sell like crazy on PS5 and PS4. I don't know if Sony feels the need to bring it to PC sooner. So far, we've seen the quickest turnaround we've seen has been 2 years with Miles Morales and Sackboy. But of course, who knows? Things could change after Ragnarok next year with Sony and the PC space. Now, in terms of the live service game, they might be bringing to PC. I'm personally thinking about which one it is. Factions 2, the Guerrilla Games multiplayer project, whatever London studio is working on, GT7. I've already said I personally want Factions 2 on PC day one to bring up that community, have a healthy community across PC and PlayStation 5. But considering it sounds like Jetpack is starting work just now on this first-party IP, I wonder if this is one of the later service titles, maybe the Twisted Metal free-to-play title. I guess we'll see. But you guys let me know if you care about a free-to-play title, Sony title, landing on PC day one or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, play PlayStation 3 games on PlayStation 5 could be better. So right now, if you're playing PlayStation 3 games on your PlayStation 5, you're doing it through Sony's PlayStation Plus cloud streaming service, with the backend consisting of Gaikai, their original cloud streaming tech, and I believe also Azure, a mixture of two, or maybe they've moved all the way to Azure at this point. People might guess at what's going on in the backend, but I don't believe we have full facts on it outside, of course, Gaikai. The Azure piece makes sense considering the partnership Sony and Microsoft seemingly established, and the service has improved a great deal over the last 2 years. As somebody like myself who's been consistently using it to see its improvements, I can tell you it's improved a lot over the last 2 years. Sony also uses Amazon's AWS for online multiplayer services, but I'm not sure if that intersects here with cloud streaming. Regardless, I've said before multiple times that the best streaming service I've personally come across has been Stadia, Google's streaming service. In terms of latency and quality, it's better than both PlayStation Plus and xCloud in my experience. While it looked this way, like this was going to happen regardless for a while, it's been confirmed yesterday that Stadia will be shut down in, I believe, January 2023. The only thing that was concerning me when I heard this news is what's going to happen with the tech, and luckily it's not going to waste. This is what Google said on the technology behind Stadia. The underlying technology platform that powers Stadia has been proven at scale and transcends gaming. We see clear opportunities to apply this technology across other parts of Google, like YouTube, Google Play, and our augmented reality efforts, as well as make it available to our industry partners, which aligns with where we see the future of gaming headed. So the part about using it with partners makes me wonder if Sony would ever consider using them to improve latency. Sony has invested in specific places and companies, most notably for me, the company behind Switch's cloud tech, which is called, the company's called Ubitus. Hopefully I said that correctly. Sony also has patents focused on ways of improving latency when streaming as well. PS3 is where I want to see a focus. It's pretty good right now when it comes to streaming, but it can still definitely improve in terms of latency, especially for a twitchy FPS title like Resistance 3, for example. I'm curious to see where the Stadia tech goes and who uses it in the future. And now diving into the final story of the video, PS5 Graphics Power Unleashed. Reading from Eurogamer, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves 120Hz VRR patch unleashes the PS5 GPU. 4K gaming unlocked up to 50 FPS with 1440p performance hitting 90 to 110 FPS. Released earlier this year, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection brought the PlayStation 4 era franchise to the new PlayStation 5 with some mild enhancements to the overall presentation and a major focus on resolutions and performance. 4K at 30 FPS, 1440p at 60 FPS, and 1080p at 120 FPS effectively allowed you to balance pixel count and frame rate whichever way you wanted. These choices are now even wider thanks to a recent 120Hz VRR patch, which delivers some great results. So looking at the article, the main focus for me personally here is the improvements in each of the modes. The 120Hz VRR patch has beefed up the following. Fidelity mode at 4K 30 now is at 4K 40 with 120 Hz TV, and if you have VRR support, it'll bump that up to the unlocked mode that could hit up to 50 FPS at native 4K. Performance mode at 1440p can now be pushed all the way to 120 FPS if you have 120 Hz TV supported. Of course, with VRR support on your TV, it'll be even smoother. Before, to hit 120 FPS, you were at 1080p. Now it's 1440p at 120 FPS. A solid bump up. Overall, the Legacy of Thieves collection's performance has been boosted a good deal. Fidelity unlocked would be my favorite mode personally. Native 4K at nearly FPS, I'll take that personally. But you guys let me know if you've played the Legacy of Thieves collection or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the power of the PS5. Obviously, this is related to the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves patch, with a new patch pulling out even more performance of the PlayStation 5 and showing what it's capable of. If you're excited to see future PlayStation 5 titles pull out even more performance from the PS5, destroy the comment section with the power of the PS5, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.